It's time for TLC Predictions. Hi, welcome to Steve Chats Wrestling, hashtag SCW, the wrestling channel here on YouTube.com. Thank you for choosing the channel and choosing the video. Subscribe right now, leave any comments in the comment section, like and share the video as well. As promised, it's the weekend of TLC, so let's dive into those predictions. 6 matches that we're going to be going through. Unsure what the pre-show match is going to be. Perhaps it's going to be a multi-tag team match involving American Alpha and the Usos. Neither of them are featured on the card at the minute. I would have liked to see that as a tag team match on the card because that rivalry started, hasn't really fully concluded, so I would like to see that as a last minute add-on, but that's just my personal preference. But going into the card, it should be a good one ahead. We've got 5 gimmick matches out of 6, including 1 TLC match. We've got a ladder match, a tables match, a chairs match, and as well as that, a no DQ match. So let's start off with the non-gimmick match, which is the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Heath, Slater and Rhyno against the Wyatt family, of course consisting of Bray, Wyatt and Randy Orton. Very interesting how this could play out. I think at the moment it's looking that Heath, Slater and Rhyno have had their day as the champions. I think as well for storyline purposes it will be more interesting to see going forward Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt as champions. Bray Wyatt has never held a championship in WWE, so personally for me the time is now. I think that they will come away with the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. And just to quickly dive into why, I think that eventually Luke Harper possibly could be the other pre-show match against Kane. I reckon at the moment it seems to plant a little seed on SmackDown with Luke Harper failing a bit. He did redeem himself on that SmackDown episode, but perhaps Randy Orton then would become the close buddy of Bray Wyatt, and it could see a point where if Luke Harper is kicked out of the Wyatt family, this will give to the point then where Bray Wyatt is vulnerable and Randy Orton will switch and turn back to the Viper that we know him with an RKO out of nowhere. Perhaps the match could be before WrestleMania, but maybe it could be at WrestleMania itself, but I expect somewhere down the line we will get Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt. Moving on next, then we'll go for the no DQ match between Nikki, Bella and Carmella. Now, this match we would have thought would have finished a long time ago, but what I will say quickly, I'm going to go Carmella, and here's the reason why. We still don't know who attacked Nikki Bella at the Survivor Series. It seems now that's going to be a SmackDown person, as we've not heard anything about it really since. So I'm expecting it to be Natalya, and I think that she'll be revealing herself, as it's the only really logical choice that it can be without it being Carmella. So I think that we're going to get a Carmella victory, Natalya to give the assist, and no DQ. It's a perfect opportunity for someone to get in and interfere in the match. So otherwise I would have gone Nikki Bella, but from this one I'm going to go with Carmella. Next, we'll go with the chairs match, which is going to be Kalisto versus Baron Corbin. Push Corbin, that's all I'm going to say about this. It's a chairs match, it's Baron Corbin. He should be dominant. He's facing someone who's smaller than him. It would really damage him if he was to lose this rivalry. It's been built for far too long, but we're finally getting the match. Baron Corbin to go over. Following this, then we'll go with a tables match, which is going to be Becky Lynch versus Alexa Bliss. Now, coming out of this, Alexa Bliss has done herself nothing but credit. I think she'll be going forward, doing very well, hopefully on the SmackDown roster, and she won't fade away into the darkness, as I'm predicting a Becky Lynch victory. That's right, I'm predicting the champion will retain. Of course, Becky Lynch went through the table on SmackDown, so I think it's going to be the classic reverse when it comes to the pay-per-view. I think Alexa is going through the table, and Becky Lynch will continue her run as champion, and hopefully both women will continue on with decent programs going forward, because I've been a fan of this rivalry, but I think it's time it finishes after this event. Next is a match that I'm not so sure how it's fully going to go. It's the ladder match between The Miz and Dolph Ziggler. It's promoted as the final match in the chapter, but how can that be the case if the championship changes hands? So for this reason alone, I'm going to say that The Miz will retain the Intercontinental title, and Dolph Ziggler can go on with his program, get different in the roster. And The Miz has been doing so well, I actually think he could go towards a main event run himself, but at the same time, he gives the Intercontinental title some credibility right now, and I think that the belt needs to keep its credibility, so I'm going to say that The Miz will retain. Although, saying that, really, I kind of feel that Dolph Ziggler should win the match. It's kind of his style of match. Dolph Ziggler is known for giving a decent ladder match as well in pay-per-view history, and I think that this match could actually open the show at TLC, and I think it's going to be a good one. So I'm looking forward to it, because The Miz, the way he actually does his storyline and the way he does his matches, I think could be crafted, could be worked well into a ladder match. I think that Dolph Ziggler is the classic sort of Shawn Michaels style when it comes to ladder matches. I think this has got a potential to be match of the night, so I'm looking forward to seeing this one. I still think it could go either way, but I'm going to go with The Miz just purely because of the fact that I think that he will perhaps bring more prestige with the belt going forward. There seems to be more going for him at the moment. Although saying that, maybe it would actually make more sense for him to lose it, because then his program with Daniel Bryan could continue. As he's not getting a rematch, it would make more sense. Do you know what? I'm going to change my viewpoint right now. as I'm doing the predictions, that's how much I'm not sure it's going to be with this one. I'm going to say Dolph Ziggler because actually I think that makes more sense. The rivalry with Daniel Bryan for The Miz can go forward even better, and it could lead towards WrestleMania because it seems to be the way it's going, and Daniel Bryan can pick himself a competitor that could face The Miz at WrestleMania the way it's currently going. So let's see if that plays out. I've changed it. Dolph Ziggler is going to walk out the new Intercontinental Champion. The Miz will not even get his rematch. Last but certainly not least, I'm pretty sure with this one, AJ Styles against Dean Ambrose in a TLC main event for the WWE World Championship. James Ellsworth in the corner. I've seen rumours that Ellsworth could turn heel. I don't think that's going to happen, but what I will say is I do think he's going to cost Dean Ambrose the match. I think he's going to do it by accident. I don't think it's going to be a full heel turn. In fact, I think this is going to lead to Dean Ambrose turning on James Ellsworth. That's what I believe is going to happen going forward. AJ Styles definitely retaining. Can't see it any other way. AJ Styles will be going on to the Royal Rumble, and potentially there could be a showdown at the end of the event where a stare down with him and The Undertaker, which I think would be a very special moment. So that's my views there for TLC. I seem certain on most of the results. Let me know your feelings right now in the comment section. If you like the video, please give it a like right now. If you don't, then give it a dislike. I want to know why. Now, why do you like it and why do you dislike it? Leave your feelings in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and thank you for watching, because if you have watched this, you are a proper wrestling fan. We'll see those casual ones back at the Royal Rumble, of course, but I want you to enjoy this event, TLC. I think it's got potential to be a good one. I certainly think the SmackDown have got the edge over Raw at the minute when it comes to the pay-per-view for December. But that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Take care. You've been watching Steve Chats Wrestling, #SCW, the wrestling channel here on YouTube.com. Take care.